Hello guys, thanks for joining my live stream. Okay, good afternoon from Nigeria. Okay, I don't know where you're watching from, but in Nigeria it's afternoon, and where I am, guys, it's actually raining. It's raining cats and dogs since morning. It's raining cat and dogs since morning. So I don't know if you're in Nigeria. Is it raining where you are? So let me restart again. I was trying to do one or two. So hi guys, welcome to my live stream. It's 1:31 here in Nigeria. Where you watching from? Please, okay, let me do this. I wanted to do something yesterday. I said it is not showing. I don't know why. I said it's not showing, right? And this person said, but I knew it was showing before. But I don't know why it's not showing now. I'm just going to look for a way to fix it. There was something I actually wanted to set up, like I wanted to put like a quote, right? But it's not showing. I'm going to leave the poll option. So guys, today I want us to actually, today's live stream is not going to be for a very long time, right? So they say follow who know road, but kind of like this time I want to say now I don't really know the road, but I'm just hoping I get people who will come to say, okay, I've tried this, I've tried that, this is what it is, because I'm not actually among those who says Ghana jollof and Nigerian jollof which one sweet pass. I can only talk about the one I've tested, right? So I cannot really come out to say, oh, this particular jollof is sweeter, or this particular jollof is the best. You know what we do here is we talk about African content, right? Things that has to that relates to Africans. So I will not jump on that train to say, oh, Ghana jollof is the best, Nigerian jollof is the best, because I haven't tried a particular country zone. So I can only speak for the one I've actually tried. The only thing I can tell you is that this particular person cooks better jollof, right? Because I've tested from this particular person. I've not tested from the next person. I've tested also another person. But I can't generally come out to say this person is the best in jollof. I can only say it when I've actually gone round, like gone round and visited restaurants, go to big places, and maybe tour the country. Then I can say, oh, this particular person's jollof is the best. But I can't actually come out to make a general assumption on something that I'm not actually clear on. Okay, so guys, if you're just joining the live stream, please double tap on the screen. Okay, and I would like to know where you're watching from. It's going to it's going to be like a kind of warm. It's raining where I am. Honestly, I wish I could show you guys outside where it's raining, and it's been raining since morning. I was supposed to go out, but it's been raining since morning. I think the rain kind of like shut us in and was like, you don't have to go out. So I said, okay, so since I ran, though I've actually planned on live streaming today. I wanted to live stream in the morning, but I had to reschedule to this afternoon because I'm still going to live stream. I'm still going to live stream later in the day at by 8 p.m. I'm still going to live stream, right? So I was like, okay, so let me just come up now and meet with you guys, talk with you guys. So I want to ask, right? What African food, even if you're not from Africa, what African food have you tasted? Maybe in your country, or as an African, or as someone who loves trying out new foods, what African countries have you actually tasted their food? Let's start with that. Okay, I can only speak for, like I said, that's why I said I can only speak for the country I've been to, and the only country I've been to is Nigeria. The only country I've been to is Nigeria, so I can't actually say, right, that I think I'm going to be a bad judge, right? If I come out to say, oh, I think Nigeria has the best food, I can't really come out to say that. By now, someone has actually bought something from a neighboring African country, and the person brought it and I tested it. But I can't really ascertain because I don't know. Like it's just one thing. I've not really been to this country to try different things and actually explore to say, oh, this is best. So I think if we are going to judge somebody, we should be fair. We should be fair with the judgment, right? We should give people the opportunity before we just crucify them. So I can't. That's why I said I'm going to be a bad judge to say that CEO, this particular country have tested their food and I think their food is whack. Mm-mm. I can't come out to say that because I haven't traveled out of Nigeria. I can only speak for myself, but you guys who might have tested an African food and then you enjoy the test, you should come out and say something. I remember the first time I tried something that was brought, and when the person brought it, I was really I was really happy. I wanted to test it. I was eager. I'm quite selective when it comes to food, but then I like trying new things. But I'm quite selective. So sometimes when you prepare a meal and I'm not there, sometimes I don't really want to eat, right? So when this thing was brought, it's like a kind of processed meal, right? It was brought, but it's like why I'm saying it's processed is because they added certain preservatives to make it last for days because it was brought from the country to Nigeria. The person who actually went there. So when I tested it, I was like, what's this? I wanted to throw up because it wasn't, I had huge expectations, guys. I had huge expectations for this. I had huge expectations for this. But when Saika Admirals, hi Saika, thanks for joining my live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you join and you're not in the bushes and you comment, special love for you, okay? But if you are sitting down there watching and you're not commenting, I still love you. But at least it would be nice that you say hello, just like Saka Amarak said. Say hello, say something. You're not going to die. You're not going to fall to the ground, right? Say something and let's hear you say something. So, guys, like I was saying, I had high expectations for that particular meal. Maybe that was the reason why I got disappointed. I was like, oh, if I try this meal, I know that it's going to be sweet. I just had high hopes. Maybe you should call me a kid. I had high hopes, right? And then when this I tested it, it broke my heart. It just baffled my heart and all of that. So I was in pain, guys. I was in pain. I was in pain because what are you guys? What's this? It's ill. But that's to me. But others who were eating were like, it's nice. It's not that bad. To me, it was totally out of place. I didn't want to try it again. So I won't just come at this point to say, oh, I'm using the fact that I tried a particular country's meat and it wasn't what I expected to judge the country. Because what if this person actually bought this meat from somebody who isn't even a good cook, right? It's not going to be fair now. It's like you go. I'm not a professional chef, right? Then I I now go to a competition and I said I'm representing Nigerian jollof. Me, I shall know. Like whatever I cook there should not be used to actually brand Nigeria. I'm telling you the honest truth. It should not because what are you saying? We have people who should go and do that. People who are good, cook with Sandy. We have Hida. We have so many amazing chefs, right? Who should go to that forefront. I've forgotten the names. There are so many who should go to that forefront and do that competition. So if somebody like me comes out and uh, going to represent Nigeria for jollof competition, what are you saying? I should be arrested now, guys. I should be arrested because I'm not a pro in this particular uh, ministry, right? So I should. Hi, Priscilla Column. Hi, love. Where are you watching from? Please, if you haven't liked the live stream, please Double tap, guys. Double tap on the live stream. Double tap. Okay, double tap. It's going to give me so much like hi. Thank you so much, Christy. Thank you for double tapping. It's an amazing honor. I'm flabbergasted if I'm going to use that word. I am actually flabbergasted. Okay, Priscilla, Colombia, you're watching from. Where are you watching from? So, guys, have you guys not tried any African food? Have you guys like? Let's make this make sense now, right? I know in different countries we have so many African meals. Like we have so many African meals. I once heard of someone who travels to China, and then the person is a Nigerian, right? And so if you have grew up in Nigeria all your life, sometimes if you're not a food adventurer, it's difficult to actually adapt into other meals, except you're someone who likes trying different meals, right? And so he actually went with some Nigerian meals, and then when he ran out of them, he was actually going to, even in China, you could get Nigerian meals, right? You could get unprocessed Nigerian meals that you could actually use to make meal. And so he was actually buying from them. But he said when he tried trying a meal from there, because he's not used to it, not because it wasn't sweet, right? But because he wasn't used to it, and he wasn't someone who actually likes trying new meals, right? So he actually did not enjoy the stay. But if it's someone who actually loves exploring meal, who loves exploring food, I'm very sure the person would have loved it. Like if I go to China, thank you so much, Priscilla Column. Are you a YouTuber? I would like to know if you're a YouTuber. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much. Love you. God else! God else! How are you? God else, please remind me where I actually met you. God else. Please remind me. Please remind me where I actually met you. I know I met you at someone's live stream, but I can't remember who. Please, God else, remind me, please. Please. So sometimes when we see these so I'm like, okay, I'm fine, thanks, and you hope you're well. I'm okay. I just said let me breathe in here, right? To It's raining, and actually plan on going live today, but I actually plan on going live in the morning, but I couldn't, so I'm here to actually keep to the promise because I told some people I was going to come live, and they said, okay, fine, we're going to stop by, right? So I was like, okay, let me keep to that promise because I'm still going to go live by 8 p.m. So I was asking a question: what African food would you like to try? Um, we still have other questions, right, that we're going to talk about, but I actually think we need to talk about because food is one unifying thing. I don't think there's, in fact, I'm very sure there's nobody on planet Earth that doesn't eat food. You can't tell me there's one person that doesn't eat food. Everybody eats. Everybody eats. We might have people who are vegetarians. We might have people who are not vegetarians, but everybody eats food. Everybody. Can't imagine going a day without eating food. It's going to be it's going to be ill. So guys, everybody eats. So I actually think one of the ways we learn, right, it's we can also learn through food, right? Exploring new food, visiting new countries, and all of that. Exploring new food, visiting new countries is one of the ways we can learn because learning being confined into the classroom is not just good learning, right? We need to learn people's culture, learn people's food, learn the way people do things, the way people have conversations, learn people's greetings, right? That saying when you go to Rome, you behave like Romans. It's very, very important. We need to learn that. God else, you have not replied me. I said, please remind me where I actually came across you. I know I actually came across you, but I do not know where. So when you go to Rome, there are certain situations that you need to actually behave like a Roman. Like when there are certain situations that that particular statement actually fits in. Like when you go to Rome, behave like humans. There are certain situations it actually fits in. So we should actually explore. If I have the opportunity to leave Nigeria and visit an African country, I'm going to try their food. Yes, I might be a little bit scared, right? Because like I said earlier, I'm quite selective when it comes to eating. But then I'm just going to try, right? So if you are not in Nigeria, you're not in Nigeria, right? You are outside Africa, the shores of Africa. Have you gotten any African food outside the shores of Africa and it doesn't actually feel like it's an African food? Have you ever tested an African meal outside the shores of Africa and you don't have that, you're not feeling that your taste buds is not capturing the Africanness, the African awesomeness. Like your taste bud is not, it's not clicking. Okay. You know that there are meals you're going to eat and it doesn't click. Somebody gives you pepper soup and then you're having it, and then you be like, is this pepper soup? No, see, it must be like, but it's pepper soup. It doesn't feel like pepper soup. It doesn't feel like pepper soup, but it's pepper soup, right? So there are certain meals you're going to have, and it doesn't click. Your taste bud is not connecting. It's not connecting. It's not feeling the breathing. It's not feeling it, right? So in such situations, I bet it's going to be disastrous because I mean I I when I'm eating, right, when I'm ordering for a food, I have high expectations. I told you, food is I'm not a foodie, but I'm a foodie, right? When I'm ordering for a food or when a meal is being presented, I have high expectations. Like I have a picture of what I feel the meal should look like. I have a picture of what I feel the meal should look like. And if the meal is not giving that, when I eat it and it's not meeting that expectation, I'm heartbroken. I'm really heartbroken because I don't know, it's making me feel bad. I feel bad. I feel I feel weak. I feel weak. Honestly, guys, I feel weak. So have eating the right meat, it's good. And but trying when you try a meal, right? I feel sometimes you should ask what is the story behind that meal, because you might you might be someone who is a pepper fan, who is a fan of spicy meal, and then or you might be someone who's not a fan of spicy meal, and then you go to a particular place and then you're being served a particular meal. You go to a particular country and then you don't know, maybe they have a festive period, they have a celebrations where they actually eat spicy meal. And then when you actually go there and the meal is being served, you start shouting, why would you give somebody spicy meal? It's bad, it's this. No, right? You should actually find out the story behind the meal. Why do they serve spicy meal? What is the story behind it? Right? It's These are questions that you need to ask. That's part of learning, that's part of interaction. So they might tell you, oh, maybe our forefathers this, that, did this, did that, and all of that. So that's the reason why we actually love spicy meal. Rather than going out and attacking people's meal. I see people who, when people actually post their meal, like if you check on my channel, I posted meals from different African countries. It's not like I'm saying it's their best meal. I just posted pictures of different African meals and I was like, which one would you like to try? Right? Or would you eat it? So it's funny, right? Because sometimes we just want to eat the things we are used to. Honestly, we want to eat the things we are used to, and we just we just enjoy eating the things we are used to. We just enjoy eating the things we're used to. We do not appreciate trying new things. I'm actually guilty with that, right? I actually want to try new things. I actually want to try new things, but then this fear of, what if I eat something will spoil my mind? What if I eat something will spoil my belly? That kind of stuff. Because I'm kind of like a bit sensitive to certain things, right? Somebody might prepare a particular meal and I eat it, I'm fine. Then somebody else prepares that meal and I'm having issues with my tummy. But even at that, I would still love to try other African meals. I would still love to confound this this jollof battle, Ghana, Senegal. I really want to confirm it. I really want to eat jollof rice outside the shores of Nigeria, outside the shores of Africa. And when I eat it, I'll be like, is this jollof rice from this country? Is this jollof rice from this country? I just want to. Sorry, guys, I just had to check something. Hi, Nasi, Chibike, Vincent. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, this your sticker. You know, it's recently that I'm even learning how to use this sticker. It's recently. It's recently. Vincent, are you a YouTuber? God, FS interesting. Yeah. So have you actually been outside the shores of Nigeria, or are you outside? Are you in Nigeria? I would like to know. Please, guys, are you in Nigeria? If you're in Nigeria, say yes, you're in Nigeria. I want to ask you some things, but if you're not in Nigeria, guys, I would like to know because I actually feel sometimes when this challenge or this battle of Nigeria jollof, Ghana jollof, which is better, and then we just come here and start shouting, Nigeria jollof is better. Someone comes here and start shouting, Ghana jollof is better. Most times, the people who do this shouting, they have not actually tested. They have not actually tested the other countries jollof. They do not know how it feels. They do not know how the test is. They don't know, right? They don't know. They just want to talk. They just want to be behind the bushes. They just want to be saying, "Ah, my country just sweet pass. My country this. My country for sweet pass." But I think it's only going to be fair if you have actually tested these two meals, and then go to their best chefs, right? Those people say they are the best. They are the best chef in the country, and then the people from the country can attest to the fact that this person's majority have tested this person's food, and they can vow that this person is a good chef. This person knows what this person is doing. Then when you go to that person and you test the person's way, then I think you have the right to actually say whose jollof is sweeter. You can't go and meet somebody like me and then you assume that I'm a good representative for a Nigerian jollof, for Nigerian jollof. God, if I'm going to any jollof I'm cooking, it's my own jollof. African food, a lot of vegetables, some good food. Here in Germany must go fast. Some junk food is tempting. Okay, got FS. You're in Germany, right? That's nice. African food, a lot of vegetables, some good food. Okay, so you're saying in Germany, African foods have a lot of vegetables, right? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say? That in Germany, African foods have a lot of vegetables? Okay. So Africans also have their junk food, right? It's it costs a lot of. Okay, you're trying to say it costs a lot of, right? Somebody who actually like the person I say that went to China was saying the cost of African food in China, the cost of Nigerian food in China, it's mind blowing. It's something that is shocking, right? So the price they actually called 1 kg of tomato €3. But I'm trying to imagine the exchange. I'm trying to imagine the exchange because I know he was like saying, I think it was like a cup of egusi was when you exchange it to naira. I think it was saying it's around 10,000, maybe 20,000. I can't, I've forgotten the exact, but I know it was between 10 to 20,000 naira that he was saying. That's about $3.50. Now, if you translate it to naira for 1 kg of tomato, wow. So I think, guys, if you are not a Nigerian, then you're not an African person, then you go outside the shores of the country. But me, I don't really know why African foods are costly outside the shores of the country. I don't know if it's tax related. I don't know if it's the cost of transporting. I don't know if it's the cost of processing the mail. But I've heard people outside the shores of Africa say tax listen African foods, Nigerian foods are quite costly, right? So I don't know. I'm still trying to, but I'll still be doing more research to find it because I would like to know why are African meals costly outside the shores of Africa? Why do I have to go to buy a cup of egusi and I'm paying a very huge amount? Because I mean, you know, I was telling somebody, Gary, it's a brand, it's an identity, right? I mean, how will I be struggling with all these things? But then, guys, if it's going to be quite expensive, just adapt, just adapt, right? Because learning eating people's meat is also a way of imbibing their culture. When you try people's meat, it's a way of imbibing their culture. I'm going to tell you this. See me that is advising. So, guys, guys, I went to Lagos. Ah, I'm not going to mention the name so that the Lagosians will not keep me. So I went over to a friend's and then I was served, right? I was served food. When I was served the food, okay, before I was served that particular food, right? I think before I was served that particular food, one of the days they brought they brought chicken, right? There's a way they prepare this particular chicken, that particular area, prepare this particular chicken. And when I love chicken. I love chicken. I'm not like Walkman, but I love chicken. So when the chicken was brought, I had high expectations. Like God, my expectations was very very high. I was like, I'm going to eat this chicken. I'm going to devour this chicken. When the chicken came, when I tasted it, I immediately ran outside. Okay, when I tasted the chicken and the person that gave me chicken was there, I held myself back for some minutes. I wasn't talking. It was She was like, "Oh, you're not saying anything. What is it?" So when she left, I ran with speed and I threw up. I threw up and I threw out the chicken. I threw up. So I went back and I told somebody, please can you have? I would like to share. Walkman, Walkman. Yesterday you actually disappointed me, and though you told me you're going to join today, right? We had an agreement. We had an agreement, so you should go and keep to that agreement. You should go and keep to that agreement, Walkman. Have you heard this Nigerian song? Agreement is agreement, you. Agreement is agreement, you. You don't reach for settlement. You can't dey play me while you. Agreement is agreement, you. So agreement is agreement. So let's keep to it, Walkman. So when I came back, I told my friend, I said, I beg, help me eat this. Give someone a person eat the chicken. He was like, you don't like the chicken. I say, the side where I come from. I'm trying to laugh and I always miss your live stream. Honestly, it means your notification is not turned on because if your notification is turned on, you should miss my live stream. You shouldn't because I know I'm versed for you. Like, what city don't invest for you? I know invest for you. And Kappas, I think Kappas actually made peace with you, but I'm thinking I might take over Kappas position. Okay, so make me not make me invest. So so my friend was like, "Why don't you like the chicken?" I was like, "Oh, it's nice. It's great. I love the chicken, but my side, where I come from, and there's the way we do the chicken, that kind of stuff, and all of that." So she was like, "Oh, so you should just." I said I tried, but I think I'm full. I don't want to. That kind of. We just come out the tape and say, "Hi, James Howard. Hello, my gorgeous friend. How are you doing? I'm very fine, James Howard. James, guys. Like I know this live stream is meant to be short, right? But can we hit 50 likes? Maybe I never actually do myself. But can we hit 50 likes? It's possible. I'm doing fine, thank you. I didn't ask you if you're doing fine, Walkman. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you if you're doing fine. James, thank you for liking the live. I didn't ask you, Walkman, if you're doing fine. We had an agreement and it should be kept. it should be kept. Thank you, James. I hope you're not going anywhere. So you're saying thumbs up, everyone, thumbs up. I hope you're going to stay here. So, James, I was asking a question. Have you tried any African food aside from your country, right? Aside from your country, have you tried any African food? Any other African food? And also, have you eaten any African food outside the shores of Africa? Outside the shores of Africa, have you eaten any African food? Have you? Um, James, have you eaten any African food outside the shores of Africa? Have you? Because okay, you said I'm here. Okay, thank you so much. No. Okay. But have you tried any African food? Let's say, what country are you watching from? Let's start with that before we know the directions we are pushing this. What country are you watching from? Walkman, don't run away. God FX. God FX was saying something that 1 kg of tomato is €3. Okay, in Germany, where he is actually in Germany. And then he said when you convert it to dollars, it's around $3.50. Nancy Chibike Vicent and Priscilla Colum, thank you guys for staying around. You're just cooking chicken. Walkman, you are just cooking chicken. Walkman, you're just cooking chicken. And I was thinking about my chicken experience in Lagos, right? Walkman, please share a little bit of that chicken. So James said, I'm from USA. Nice. It's really great. How is USA? But are you an African? Are you an African, James? So while I'm waiting for James to respond, Walkman, Walkman, you and this your chicken. I just pray your chicken will not be like the one I tested. I had to throw up. Okay, you're not an African. Okay. So, James, I'm thinking maybe one of the days you can try an African meal. So long as you asked about the African meal, you're sure it's not something that's going to upset your tummy. Because some of us, we have unique systems, right? And we are always we always react to certain meals. We always react to certain meals. So always ask about any food you want to try before you eat something that is going to actually upset your stomach. You don't want to eat something that's going to put you in a bad situation. But then I think you should try an African meal. And if you try, please come back to tell me. Please come back to tell me. Please come back to tell me because I would love to know the taste. I will try some one day. Perfect, right? You should try an African meal. And part of the things I'm actually looking at today is trying an African meal and visiting an African country. Honestly, that's actually my major focus. And funny enough, guys, I said I'm going to be a bad judge for this, right? You know it will be good, right? You know there are some foreign meals I want to try. Is this tequila? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I've actually seen it on so many movies. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that word correctly or if it's the right way I'm calling it. So some meals I've actually seen on movies, on documentaries, and I actually want to try them. I actually want to try them because I know I'm bad at trying new meals, but then I'm going to try them and see how it goes, right? But I love vegetables. I love vegetables a lot. I remember when I was doing my in Nigeria, something we call NYSC, right? And so the place I was posted to, it's a remote setting, a remote area. Okay. Quinoa rice with lamb and a red sauce and spice. It was so good, but very spicy. Or is it like an African food that you actually tested? What country is that? What country has that meat? If it's an African food, what country? Hi! Nothing to my shoulder. Nothing to my shoulder. Nothing to my shoulder. Hi, Tony Esther, guys. Please celebrate Tony Esther for me. She's an amazing, 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 amazing YouTuber. She gala, she full. Hard Green lives in there also. Okay, Somalia. Wow, Somalia. Guys have not traveled outside Nigeria, right? I've not traveled outside Nigeria, and I've not tried African meals. I've only seen few that has been brought over, but I've not really tried African meals. That's why I said I'm going to be a bad judge. Okay, Tonya is saying she's blushing. Tonya, you need to blush now. Like the live stream, Tonya, and invite your click. Like 7. Thank you, Tonya. So guys, visit Tonya. If you are always having issues with your shoulder, Tonya has a way to balance your shoulder. She has a way to balance your shoulder. You need to see her workout session. She's amazing. Okay, she need to see her workout session. So, James, you should try an African meal. And then, if you have the chance, James, what African country would you like to visit? What African country do you like to visit? What African country would you like to visit, James? Still listening, and I'm at work. Thank you so much, God FX. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, God FX. It's Nigeria. We are honored. James, we are honored. Like Nigerians will love you to actually visit, right? People have different projections about Nigeria, but I think Nigeria is a beautiful country. Okay, so I think you should visit Nigeria and try the Nigerian food. Now, let me give you quick food I think you should try. Street food, actually, I think you should try. Nigeria akara. You should try Nigeria akara. I'm very sure, James, if you try Nigeria akara, you're going to be blown away. And then if you have a way, come to PH City in Nigeria and try the bole and fish. Ah, that food, that bole and fish street food, it has a way to elevate your spirits. If you are having issues, it has a way to balance your system. God. Ah, then this period it's corn season, and every junction you go to in Nigeria has corn, has corn. So I think that's where somebody sang a song, Brown Skin Girl, and another person changed the song to say, Brown Skin Girl, your skin just like corn. All those roasted corn, all those ones they are selling at the junction. So corn and pear is you go to this season in Nigeria. Every street junction has corn, James. It's mine. I wish I could show you guys, right? The corn. The corn. Maybe we are going to do card funny to get a corn. Someone that is going to be roasting a corn, and then you guys will be saying it. Okay, you think it sounds good. So, James, Sonia is an amazing person. You can check her content out. And please, guys, I said we are going to hit 50 likes, right? But it's not a do or die affair, but we're going to try. We're going to put in the energy to hit 50 likes. And please, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please visit my channel, check my content out, and subscribe. It's going to be like roasted corn to me. It's raining. It's raining where I am now, so it's going to be like roasted corn to me. I like your smile. It's beautiful. Thank you so much, James. Thank you so much, James. Thank you. Thank you. This smile that is looking like corn that you know roast very well. So I think if I have an opportunity to visit an African country, I'm not going to mention the country I will visit, right? But there's many African countries that I would like to visit. At least I would like to visit like 5 African countries. I would like to visit like 5 African countries because I want to visit some East African countries. I want to visit West African countries. I just want to like at least touch down 5 countries. Touch down 5 countries. Okay. Okay. So guys, I'm trying to send somebody a message. Don't be angry. I'm not ignoring anybody. Okay. I'm not. I just want to send somebody a message. Ah, which countries would I like to visit? Which African countries should I like to visit? But you know, I want to. Okay, let me start with. Normally, the reason I want to go to Ghana is because I want to confirm some things in Ghana. Like, I need to be sure. I need to be sure because I want to confirm some things in Ghana. You know why? I need to set a certain limits. I need to balance it. So that's why I would want to visit I want to visit Ghana. I want to visit South Africa, right? And then I want to visit Egypt. I want to visit Egypt, right? I have seen so many movies in Egypt. Thank you. Whoever is sending this love emoji, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to visit Ghana because I want to settle certain disputes. I want to visit South Africa. I have my personal reasons why I want to visit South Africa. I want to visit Egypt. I'm going to think about these other two countries I want to visit because I don't just want to pick this other two because it's something I want to visit. I want to pick these two because it's something I'm going to visit for research papers, right? But for now, let's go with these three: Ghana, South Africa, and Egypt. Tanzania would have been a good stop, but I'm going to pause. But so, Walkman, which African countries would you love to visit? Which African country? You say, okay, Walkman said Egypt for sure. Thank you for brightening my morning. Oh, thank you so much, James. I hope you're going to be a consistent member in my live stream. I hope you're going to be consistent. Okay, please support my live stream by visiting my channel, visiting my live stream, commenting, always being there, turning on the notification bell, and being that special member in my live stream. Because I think this is an opportunity to form a community. This is one of the best things I think the internet has actually given to us as creators, the opportunity to actually talk to people, right, in real time. So that's a great opportunity. Thank you so much, James. Thank you so much. 8 likes, guys. 8 likes. 8 likes, guys. Guys, honestly, I want to cry. I want to cry. So when I go, I will try their street food first. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to try their street food before I go into their no conventional kind of food. But I'm going to try their street food. I'm going to try their street food. Just like I was telling James that if you come to Nigeria, make sure you get to PH, Port Harcourt City, and try their pole and fish. You won't want to miss it. Okay, so guys, back to my story. So when I had that chicken, I threw up. And I'm someone that once you break my trust, it's hard though. It's hard to get back that trust. But I should change, right? So I had the meal. I threw up the chicken. I looked for something to eat. So later the day in the day they brought a particular. They were serving food. They were giving to everyone. And so they brought mine. When I saw the food, I know, guys, don't judge me. We listen, we don't judge. We listen, we don't judge. Please, guys, don't judge me. So when I saw the meat, I knew I wasn't going to try it. I knew. Like you don't need a suit here to tell me. I knew I wasn't going to try it. But I couldn't tell the person about the meat. I'm not going to eat. So, because it's going to look like I'm being too picky. Remember, I said I'm very selective when it comes to me. It's going to be like I'm too picky, and I don't want to create that bad impression with my host and all of that. So I took the meal. I gave it that. Guys, I gave her the meal. It had been an opportunity to try that meal, but I gave her the meal because the whole chicken experience just crushed me. It broke me. Like, honestly, guys, I was really, really in pains for that chicken stuff. I was really in pains. So the whole thing just broke my heart, and I was still trying to recover from the whole chicken stuff. And then that meal was ill. Then, guys, there was this that was they brought another meal, I think 2 days later. That was what I am porridge, but it's like a kind of what I am soup the way they prepared it. So when I saw the meal, I was like, oh, I'll pass, I'll pass, I'll pass. So I was like, no, try it. So I was being forced and I tried it. And guys, I was really happy I tried it because that the taste of that particular meal was really, really great. It was really, really great. And I was really happy that I actually tried it. So I'm going to actually work on myself to actually learn to try new meals. Okay. But then if I'm going to try new meals, I'm still going to ask you what's the story behind this meal, because I would want to learn. I would like to ask what's the story behind this meal, so that I'm going to know what I'm getting into before I eat something. That when I hear what I've eaten, I will faint. I will just going to come. I will not wake up. That kind of stuff. There are certain meals that you see it's looking appealing, it's looking tantalizing, it's looking everything, right? And then you try the meal, you eat it, it's sweet, and then when you ask what did you use to prepare it, so you're being told you just faint, because you'll be shocked. There was this comedy skit. I think it was between there's this Nigerian skit maker. I think it's Macaroni, right? And one other actress. So they had a skit where he walked into a restaurant, and this lady is someone who has traveled far and wide in that skit. So she ordered for certain meals, right? And they were intercontinental meals. So when she ordered for these meals, the Mr. Macaroni actually came and said, "Oh, I'm going to have the same thing she's having." And they were like, "Oh, guys, sorry, the my power has gone out, but I have a backup. Guys, I have a backup. I've learned the hard way. Learned the hard way with the slight issues. So sometimes it can just oh, it's gone off again. It's gone off, guys. Okay, guys, I've brought an artificial light. I think I'm liking it this way. Mm. 9 lives, guys. 9 lives. Let's keep it coming. Nine lives. Let's make it 10 and 20. Guys, let's make it 10 and 20. Let's keep the lights coming. So, Walkman, are you done with what you're preparing? 10 likes. No ego. Special greetings. Special shout out to the one and only No Ego. The one person who doesn't have any ego whatsoever. Special shout out to No Ego. Guys, one of my ex-wife asked me how to cook ramen noodles. I had to divorce her. Why? Why? Why will you divorce her because of that? That's just a question. Okay. And I mean, we have YouTube to the rescue. YouTube is there to the rescue. So I mean, if you don't know how to cook it, why not use YouTube? I watched this movie where somebody was asked to prepare a particular meal, and she didn't know how to prepare the meal, so she went to YouTube, right? And she was following YouTube instruction, and trust some YouTubers, some amazing YouTube chefs. They will tell you put this, put that, put this, put that. They don't give you the measurement and all of that. And she was putting and she was putting. At the end of the day, the food became too spicy, it was too salty, it was tasteless, right? So sometimes YouTube is if you can't cook, Walkman, I think if you couldn't prepare the meal, you would have just gone to YouTube. I mean, YouTube was there to rescue. So why would you divorce? Workman, it's unfair. You need to apologize. No ego is laughing. No ego is laughing. No ego is laughing. No ego, why are you laughing? So guys, I'll be ending this live stream very, very soon, okay? Because I have a target for this live stream, but we have a live stream by 8 p.m. guys. That one is top of the world. It's top of the world because that live stream we are just going to be live for the longest of time till it's time for us to go, right? Because there are people who would love to visit their live stream. So maybe when it's time, we might just have to end the live stream. But that live stream is going to be long. It's going to be long. See, we are going to do it. There will be no. I don't want to use that word because I think if I use that word, it's going to be like a kind of racist word. So I'm not going to use that word. It was one of my many bad questions she asked me. Walkman, Walkman. Now I know why Capas is always timing you out because why would you end the relationship because of just a simple question, right? If the question was a turn off for you, would have told the person, I don't like being asked this question. Me personally, there are certain questions I'm going to ask. There are certain food I'm going to ask you, do you know how to make? I'm going to ask you, do you see? In as much as I'm a selective person when it comes to food, I want to try so many African foods. Like I'm everything Africa with almost. So I want to try so many African foods. I want to visit so many African countries, right? I want to see how it feels like being an African in Africa, right? So I'm in Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian and I'm in Nigeria, right? So I can only speak as Nigerian in Nigeria. But I want to know what it feels like being an African in an African country. I want to know if there are issues because there are things you see online. People tell you when you go to this African countries, the treatment is wow. When you go to this African country, the treatment is ill and all of that. So I don't just want to be told. I want to experience it. And picking Egypt, to me, it has so many things. There are so many reasons why I want to visit Egypt. There are so many reasons because I mean, you don't just want to be hearing things; you want to also experience it too. I've read historically, I've read so many things about Egypt, and so I want to visit the African country. I want to see it. There are so many African countries right that I want to visit, but Egypt is the top one on my list. Okay, I said the reason why I want to go to Ghana is because I want to settle certain arguments about Ghana. I want to do that. I want to settle certain arguments about Ghana. But aside that, there are so many African countries I want to visit. So, guys, I'll be going live by 8 p.m. So, let me do a roster call. So, guys, you know how serious I am. Sakai Admiral Sak. I need to get something pronouncing these names for me. Priscilla Columb. I'll be going live by 8 p.m. So, guys, please come. Come. God's FX. I'll be going live by 8 p.m. 8 p.m. dots. No Mago time. No cherry time. 8 p.m. is going to be 8 p.m. Whatever thing I want to stand as an obstacle to my 8 p.m. time, I'm going to just push the thing away. It's going to be 8 p.m. guys. It's going to be 8 p.m. Honestly, it's going to be 8 p.m. Nancy Chibike Vincent. 8 p.m. is the go. Walkman. I know you're always cooking chicken. I know you're always cooking chicken. I don't have to look for you by 8 p.m. Okay. And then Walkman, I've not gotten any notification. Or we had an agreement and I've not gotten any notification. Let me know soon. Let me know soon. James Howard. I honestly think you should visit my channel. Check out my yesterday live stream. Okay. I was actually talking about allegedly. Allegedly. Okay, because what we do on our live streams, we try to learn and we try to share ideas, we try to talk about new things. We don't just want to laugh and bant, right? We want to exchange informations, exchange knowledge, because I believe the level of things you are exposed to also determines the level of your understanding and your knowledge level, right? So James Howard, please by 8 p.m. I would love to see you. I would really love to see you by 8 p.m. Okay. I'm not joking, James. So please, James, are you going to be here by 8 p.m.? I would like to know. God FX, are you going to be here by 8 p.m.? Tonya talk, nothing do my shoulder. Nothing. Sasa carry am up. Nothing do my shoulder. I love that shot, even I really love it. Tonya said, I would love to see you by 8 p.m. Guys, we are going to be around by 8 p.m. Please, I would like to know. No ego, 8 p.m. Okay, I do want to try African food as well as America. I do want to try African food as well. America has a lot of processed food and no real food markets with fresh food. Wow, really? You should try African foods though. They're nice. What time is it now? It's 2:25 p.m. now. But I'm going to be ending this live stream. But please, guys, 8 p.m. I'm going to be coming live again. 8 p.m. on the dot. So, Walkman, are you going to be there? No ego. Are you going to be? I'm doing a roll call. Tonya talk. Guys, I need to end this live stream soon. Walkman, no ego. James Howard, are you going to be there? Tonya, God FX. Guys, I would like to know if you're going to be there for the live stream by 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Gone. Last card 8 p.m. So guys, are you going to be there? Okay, so while I'm waiting for you being there or not, thank you especially for you're going to be sleeping by 8 p.m. Walkman, Walkman. I will attend to you later, Sha. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being a part of my live stream. I'm really grateful. I'm thankful. I hope to see you guys by 8 p.m. Please do have a lovely day and please always seize the opportunity to try new African meals. Visit African cities, visit African countries if you can. And please, before you try a meal, always ask what's the story behind this meal so you know if it's something that is going to sit well with you or not. Have a lovely afternoon. Guys, I'm invitating someone. Have a lovely day. Walkman, see you by 8 p.m. No excuse. Wake up, set an alarm, set an alarm, set an alarm, Walkman. James, 8 p.m., 8 p.m. I want to see you. I would love us to continue on this conversation with James. Do have a lovely afternoon. From Nigeria, lots of love. Bye. Take care.